know what? The Titans should be right there in it. I know they're at home and all that good stuff, but you know what, man? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it this week because I feel like okay, give them one last week. If they don't do anything this week, then we moving on. I'm not taking y'all at all for the rest of the season, okay? And then y'all can just whoop me for the rest of the year. It don't matter what. All right, but I don't think I took them last week, or did I take the Cowboys last week? I think I did. No, I did take them last week. That's why my ass is sitting over here with that bad record right now. So, Bucks and Colts. We have a really fun game here. Colts coming into this one 5-5. You got a Bucks team that's 4-6. The Colts just cut Shaq Leonard as well too, so he'll be available on waivers. But usually, when you cut a linebacker mid-season like that, he doesn't have it anymore, especially with the team that's still chasing the playoff spot as well too. So I don't think anybody will be probably running to sign him unless they want to know what the Colts are coming with this week. So I look at this one, and this team has been bad. Okay, let's keep it real. They have not been good, and Rodney McLeod has just been put on the IR for the Browns as well too. So that's something to notate as well too if you're a Browns fan or if you're trying to follow that type of situation right now. But when I look at this game, I say to myself, you know, the Bucks really have kind of failed us a little bit because we all got excited. We wanted to see the Baker Revenge tour. Didn't you want to see the Baker Revenge tour too, Jeff? Like, yeah, Baker, get him, bro. Let them know why they let you be in those progressive commercials. You know what I mean? Let them know why you somewhat of a celebrity. And you know what? Baker Mayfield is the greatest example of a guy who's a college legend and an NFL nobody. Straight up. You know what I mean? And we've seen it plenty of times. He's from the school of Rick Meyer. You know what I mean? The school of Marquise Tuapasopo, where these guys were just excellent college quarterbacks. They were awesome. They could do no wrong. But when they got to the NFL, all their little weaknesses and everything got exposed. But really, with Baker, it's just they've never gave Baker enough weapons, in my opinion. And this Bucks team is running with Mike Evans, and this is an old Mike Evans as well, too. This isn't, Mike Evans with Brady. This isn't Mike Evans with Jameis Winston. This isn't Mike Evans with Mike Glennon. You know what I mean? This is Mike Evans that I'm trying to get the hell out of town, Mike Evans. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at this game and you say, the Buccaneers just, it's just sad that you got a team started off the year 3-1, went on a bye, and since that point, Jeff, they're 1-5. So this team is showing their true colors, but we know that they're going to step it up here because they have a bunch of division games coming up in the next few weeks. But this game right here needs to be the game that changes things around. Indianapolis just doesn't do much for me. They're kind of like a middling team that just doesn't know how to get out the way. You know what I mean? And you know what? I'm going to give their coach a lot of credit, with Stitchen, because I get it confused. Is Stitchen in Indianapolis or is it Gannon? Because they're kind of the same robot. You know what I mean? These Eagles coordinators that they hired. So, I feel like this team has played well because they got good chemistry. And if they would have had a better quarterback situation, they would be right there in the mix of things to try to win this division. But at this point in time right now, today, I really do feel that the Bucks are going to be in a bounce back situation. They played these games very well against the AFC South this year. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Bucks to win this game with the plus 115, Jeff. I truly do feel like they got all the storylines that say they win the game. So pretty much that's where I'm going with this one. What are your thoughts and where are you going with yours?
One of my million losses last week was the Bucks, and not once but twice in the fourth quarter, Baker drove them down into the red zone for a score to cover the game. They played well. They're playing hard, and Baker got his ass beat up, but got up, shook it off, and they played hard. I think there was a stat about mid year that opponents after playing the 49ers were like 1-19 straight up in their last 20. My true number was 1 with a 42. Now it's circa 2.5 with a 44. Indy coming off the bye. another week fresher for Jonathan Taylor. It's the Jekyll and Hyde Gardner Minshew here. I followed you. I bought the hook. I took the Bucks to 3. I think they can win this game. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. I think it could be one of the higher scoring games, Pops. I can see this like 27-24 Bucks. I like what you did here with the money line. I took the +3 for insurance, but if I had to pick a winner, I lean the Bucks here as well, Pops.
All right. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to look at mines as well too. Jeff, you're gonna trip on me when I do this. The lines makers made it 2.5 to the Bucks, but I had it 2.5 to the Colts. So that's why I'm all in on the Bucks this week, because they're not supposed to be the damn underdog. Let's keep it real here. Just when you look at when you set up both teams, they're not supposed to be the underdog. Because when you look at who they beat, you look at who the Colts beat, it's pretty similar, but you see how the games were approached. It's a different animal. So that's why I feel like, we kind of sleeping a little bit on the Bucks here, and this should have been more of a pick 'em than anything. And that's what it will wind up being when we get to kickoff as well, too. I just know that's where it's going to go, because they're not going to let the Bucks walk into that game as plus money. They just not. You got to get your plus money today, because they're not going to let you get it on Sunday. I'm going to keep it real with you. But with that, we're going to go ahead and take another quick commercial break. When we get back, it's time to talk our last few early games, and then we get into some